So, welcome to chair yoga. This is from my garden. I'm not sure whether this is going to work because it's now 7:20 in the evening, and I meant to start filming over an hour ago, but I've just been had a phone call from my brother in France, so I couldn't really refuse that call. So I'm just going to start filming and we'll see how we go. So, you know what yoga is. You'll need a block. This is just a book covered in a pillowcase. That's for doing the feet toe exercises. You will need some squishy balls. I've just made these out of socks. I've just rolled socks, made squishy balls there. And also you need something resistance band. I'm just using a pair of leggings when we get to that part of the exercise. So I'm just going to take my shoes off, but you can understand I'm on gravel here. So I've just got to be a bit careful. And so if you'd like to start, we're just going to cover our ears and we're just going to put the palms on the ears, ripple the fingers on the back of the neck, close the eyes, 5 slow breaths. Just take your time. And then just release your hands when you're ready. In case you're wondering, the sound's being picked up by this little device that's in my ear. So hopefully that works. There are children playing, there are birds singing. Hopefully nobody's going to start a lawnmower. Right, so we're just going to begin with some gentle head exercises. So as you breathe in, we're just taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, we're just drawing the chin down towards the chest. So again, as you breathe in, the head's coming up. As you breathe out, head coming down. And breathing in to come up. And breathing out to come down. Breathing in, head's back to the centre. Just going to take my glasses off. If you can remind me where I've left them, they're just on the hedge. So we're just going to breathe in, breathe out. We're turning to look out across the shoulder. We're breathing in, we're back to the centre. Breathing out to look across the other shoulder. And breathing into the centre. So just slowly changing from side to side. Trying not to let the shoulders creep up. Keep the shoulders dropped if possible. Breathing into the centre one more time on each side, I think. Breathing into the centre. Breathing out the other way. Breathing into the centre. Tilting the ear down. Breathing in. Tilting the other ear down. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. We'll do one more on each side. Breathing into the centre. So I'm just hoping there isn't a mess behind me. I was going to double check. I'm sorry, I apologise if there is, but we'll continue. So what have we done? We've done all of that. So we're just going to draw the chin forwards, draw the chin back, draw the chin forwards, draw the chin back, and again drawing forwards. And we're nearly done, finished with the neck exercises. So the last one is you just put a finger on your nose and then take it away. Just begin to make circles with the nose in a small way around that imaginary spot and enlarge the size of the circle if it's appropriate for you. Just feeling your way around. And then slowing it down, we're going to change direction so you begin to make circles the other way. Enlarge the circles if it's appropriate. And then we're just pausing in the center. So we're just going to take the arms out to the side and raise them. I've just realised I'm going to crash into the hedge. So you start low down. I'm going to have to start there, I guess. So as you breathe in, swooping the arms up to the top. Breathing out, the arms are coming back down to the sides. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I've lost count. Maybe this is the third, maybe it's the fourth. Breathing out to come down. We do it to the front, so we're breathing in and then with a whoosh. And coming up, slow recovery breath. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in to come up. Just going to shrug the shoulders up in breath and drop the shoulders. Just letting go of tension. Breathing in to raise the shoulders. Breathing out to release. And breathing in. And breathing out to release. Going to interlock the fingers. Sorry, I've just realised my hands aren't very clean either, but never mind. So we're just going to be rubbing the base of the palms across each other. Feel the circulation in the hands being stimulated, and also be aware how the fingers are being flexed. I'm sure your hands are a lot cleaner than mine. Maybe you haven't been creosoting. Okay. And so we're just going to change the interlock of the fingers, and we're just going to, again, do that scrunching movement. Okay. And then if you'd like to reach for one squishy ball, and so interlock the fingers again. As you breathe in, squeeze the ball between the hands, and as you breathe out, just gently release. And again, as you breathe in, squeezing the ball. As you breathe out, release. One more time as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Okay. One ball in each hand, and so going to work through the fingers. As you breathe in, squeeze with the thumbs, both hands simultaneously. And as you breathe out, slowly release. Breathing in, index fingers, out to release. Where are we up to? Middle fingers, breathing in and release. The ring fingers and release. And the little fingers and release. Working your way back up again. So as you breathe in, little fingers, squeeze, release. The ring fingers and release. The middle fingers and release. Index fingers, breathing in, release. And finally the thumbs, both hands, breathing in to squeeze and breathing out to release. And then we're just going to place the balls to one side. And so we'll begin to work the arms and the shoulders. So we're just going to, yes, that's right. So we're just going to have the arms beside us. We're going to just create tension. As you breathe in, squeeze the fists, both hands, feel the tension rise up through the arms to the top. And then as you breathe out, feel the tension just being released down through the arms and release the fingers. And so as you breathe in, we're squeezing. As you breathe out, and slowly release. And again, as you breathe in, as you breathe out, release. And then arms are the same position, palms facing backwards. As you breathe in, stretch long arms, fan the fingers, reverse the palms forwards. As you breathe out, palms go back, soft arms, soft fingers. So as you breathe in, length, spread. As you breathe out and soften. And again, as you breathe in, as you breathe out and soften. And then we're just going to press backwards. So we're breathing in to prepare, breathing out, pushing back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you towards each other. Breathing in, coming forwards. So we're breathing out, creating that squeeze. We're breathing in to come forwards. And again, that squeeze behind. And breathing in to come forwards. Okay, and then what do we do? Oh, well, interlock the fingers. We'll bring the hands underneath the chin. Elbows are just level with the chin. And as you breathe in, elbows go up. As you breathe out, the elbows come back down to the side. So as you breathe in, as you breathe out, as you breathe in, and as you breathe out. Keep the fingers interlocked, bring the hands to the middle of the chest. So we're just going to stretch away, palms forwards, push, bring the hands back to the centre of the chest. Again, we're going forwards like that, and coming back, and again, pushing forwards, and coming back to the chest. Take the arms out horizontal, maybe in a slightly different order than normal. Arms are out, palms facing downwards. Breathing in, take the gaze upwards, palms upwards. As you breathe out, palms down, just lowering the gaze. So as you breathe in, just opening the chest like this. And as you breathe out, and again, as you breathe in, as you breathe out. And just bringing the arms down. So we're just going to do the one where we swing one arm round. I'm not sure how much space I've got for doing this. So connect the gaze to the hand. As you breathe in, take the arm up, over the top. As you breathe out, twist to see it coming down, back to the side of the body. So it's in front, we're coming up and over, and breathing out to come down, breathing in, and breathing out. I've lost count, but we'll do it in reverse. So it's going behind, in breath as it comes up and over, and an out breath as it comes back down beside the body. Switching to the other hand as you breathe in, watching the hand go up and over. Twist to see it there, out breath, in breath. One more time, over. Pausing beside the body and then take it backwards, up and over. And an out breath, it's coming down to the side of the body. Just do the shoulder rotations. So we're just going to have the shoulders drop to start with, loose arms. As you breathe in, draw them towards each other, lift them up, over the top, squeeze them behind on the out breath coming down. So it's in front and up and over and down, in front, up and down behind. Pause in reverse then, so breathing in behind, they come up, over the top, out breath coming down, and behind, and over, in breath behind, up, and over, and they're coming down. And then we'll just do the simple twist. So we're just going to take the opposite hand to the knee, going to lean forward onto the forearm, looking in this direction now, raising the back elbow, straightening the arm up. Then we're bending the arm and coming back nice and tall, straight to the center. We're going the other way. This elbow goes up, this arm gets straightened. We bend the arm, bringing it back down. So do one more time on each side. So opposite hand to knee, leaning forward into it, raising the back elbow, straightening the arm, bending the arm and coming back to the center. Last time the other way, leaning into it, elbow, arm gets straightened, arm comes down, and we're there. So usually we've done the cat before that, we're going to do the cat now. So we're breathing in, we're nice and tall and straight. Breathing out, tucking the chin, arching the back, hollowing the front of the belly. And then we're breathing in, use the gaze to bring you to a nice upright position. So we're breathing out, that tuck, that hollow, that arch. We're breathing in to come up. We're breathing out. And we're breathing in. And we're coming back to the center. Okay? So, what are we doing? Arms and legs. And so, sitting deeply into the chair as you breathe in. Arm opposite leg. As you breathe out, coming down. Breathing in. And breathing out. Changing. And breathing out. Breathing in. One more to do on each side, I think. We're coming to the last one. And then it's both arms and legs. So as you breathe in, both arms and legs. As you breathe out, and breathing in, and breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. Okay? Then we're going to cross the arms, we're going to cross the ankles. This is the one on the third one, all that joy and optimism. So as you breathe in, as you breathe out, change the cross. We're breathing in, and breathing out. Joy and optimism, and breathing out. Okay. I was just a bit quiet there because I thought the neighbours might think I've gone mad if I shouted it. Right, okay. Where are we up to? So we're doing feet. So if you'd like to just take your block or whatever it is that you're substituting for a block, toes are just protruding over the front edge of the block. We're just taking them down into a tight scrunch shape. So just represented by my fingers there. So tight scrunch shape, and then lift and spread all the toes. Take them down again into that tight scrunch. Lift and spread the toes. Toes back to neutral. We're just going to use either hand, wrap the fingers around the front of the toes, and then take them into that scrunch shape again. Use the fingers to overpower the toes, sort of let go with the toes. Use the fingers to do the work. And then use all the fingers as a big hook and draw the toes up towards you to create that stretch. Again, taking them down into a scrunch and then lifting them up and release. Just coming up for a recovery breath. Move the block to the other foot. So toes are protruding over the front edge there. We're taking them into a scrunch shape. We're going to lift and spread them. Scrunching, lift and spread. Back to neutral. Wrap the fingers around the front of the toes. Squeeze the toes tighter. And then hook all the toes up to create the stretch. Take them down again. And one more time. We're lifting them back to neutral. Leave the block in the middle. This is for the wrists and fingers. So have the arms at about 45 degrees, elbows away from the sides of the body. Fingers are just loose, they're just open. We just tilt them towards us and spread them as they go round. So just think of this as petals opening. Maybe the petals are closing around me. I've got deciduous azaleas next to me. 4 of them ready to come out in the next week or so, hopefully. You can see the buds fattening. So, petals opening here. Okay. And then release. We're going back to the feet. So, toes protruding again, working through the toes. Thumb on top of big toe, index finger underneath. Feel for that crease in the middle of the toe and move the front half of the toe about that point using that hinge, that joint. And then move to the base of the toe and see if you can create movements where the toe connects to the front of the foot there. Come halfway up the big toe, move it from side to side deliberately, and then keep hold of it and pluck it away from the foot. Just pinch it and draw it away from the foot, just opening the joints slightly. Second toe, extra joint in these subsequent toes, so start at the nail end and you'll find the first joint in the toe. Move 2/3 of the way down the toe to find the second joint, and then move to the base of the toe to find the connection there to the foot. Halfway up side to side, and then just drawing it, plucking it away from the foot. Third middle toe now when you're ready. Same treatment, starting at the tip, working your way down the toe gradually to the base, and then working your way back up. And then starting again with the fourth toe. And eventually landing on the little toe and giving that as much loving attention as you've given to the previous toes, maybe a bit more, because it tends to be squashed and hampered in our shoes. And then we'll move to the other foot. So toes protruding, starting with the big toe, thumb on top, index underneath, find the joints, flex about that point, and then move to the base of the big toe, creating movement there, halfway up, toe from side to side, and then pinching the toe, drawing it away from the foot. Second toe when you're ready, finding that first joint just below the nail, and then the second joint, and then to the base. Halfway up, side to side, and then just pinching it away from the foot. Middle toe, when you're ready in your own time, you know the technique now. So, just working your way gradually down, working your way gradually back out. And the fourth toe when you're ready. And then eventually finding the little toe and giving it just as much treatment. So we've proved over the last 3 years how this improves the toes as we have finger exercises. It's not just doing it once, it's doing it regularly that makes all the difference. Okay. Excellent. Right. So just for ankles. So if you just like to extend or support one leg and begin to work the foot around the ankle joint there, just take your time, try to make it smooth. Don't be surprised if there are some flat points in the circle. And then pause and begin to make the circles in the opposite direction. Again, see how it feels. And don't worry about any clicks that are produced, as long as you're not in discomfort. And then we switch to the other foot. So working your way around slowly. And then pause and begin to make those movements in the opposite direction. Okay. Oops, I forgot what I'm doing. It's not cooperate. Right. Okay, foot down. So we're going to come and stand behind the chairs. So if you'd like to make your way around, don't tread on the gravel. Right. So standing behind the chair, it's just within comfortable reach. Feet are hip distance apart, feet are facing forwards. So we're just going to use the chair for support, rise up onto the toes, and then we're going to bend one leg, knee comes forwards, take the heel down of the other foot. So we're swapping from side to side. So you're rising up, and it's like a sort of a pedaling action, if you like. So feel it through the toes and the ankles, the knees, feeling it into the hips. Okay. And then just settle down, flat feet. We're coming up onto the toes, both feet. We're coming down onto flat feet and then lift and spread the toes by taking the weight back towards the heels. Come forward again onto the toes. Come back to the heels, lift the toes. One more time. Flat feet, toes lift, toes go flat. We're going to step back from the chair. Small step first time. So you take one foot back, directly under the hip there, straighten out the leg, push the heel away from you, and just dip into the front knee. Make sure this knee tracks in line with the foot, and you can still just see your toes. And then step up, swapping to the other side. So stretching back, dipping into that front knee, making sure the legs are behaving themselves. And then we're repeating maybe a little bit further. You don't go mad with it. And if your back is catching you, lean over the chair a bit more, because there is an arching element to this. If you're upright, you're arching, which may be what you want to do, maybe what you don't want to do though. Okay, one more time on each side. Okay, and we're back. Okay, we're just going to do the posture today. So feet hip distance apart. We're just using the chair to help with the balance, but you may not need it at all. If you do, try to have a light touch on the chair. Okay, and so we're just going to work our way up until we're 10 feet tall. So looking down at the feet, lift and spread the toes, put the toes back down, feel that solid connection to the floor. Make sure you can feel the weight, the toes, the ball of the foot and the heels. Draw the kneecaps up, feel strong in the legs. With the pelvis then, we're just going to, if I use my hands to exaggerate, so we're just going to tip the bottom of the pelvis forwards and then tip it backwards. Just doing that a couple of times, we're trying to find that neutral position for the pelvis. Okay, and then we're pausing there. We're just going to take our arms out to the sides deliberately. We're just going to reach for our guns. So the arms are out to the sides here. Outside edge of the shoulders is drawn open there. Okay, and we're just going to then lift our gaze to our eye level. This makes us even taller. We're going to feel the growth there, this growth spurt. And then imagine that somebody's just plucking one hair, the top of your head. Shoulders are open, pelvis is doing the right thing, you're tall on your legs and so on. And just be proud of how tall you've grown with this simple exercise. So for standing still, cues, for walking, you want to be upright. And also, there's an element of body language about it, so you look brave and strong when you're like this. Okay. One more exercise behind the chair. So find enough room to raise your knee there. So we're just going to raise the knee, hinge it open to the side, hinge it back, bring the foot down, feet are side by side, same leg. So we're hinging open, we're coming back, we're hinging open and coming back, swapping to the other side. So the knee comes up, coming back, coming up and back. And one more time, open and coming back. Right, okay, we're coming back to sit on the chair. And so we're just going to do the simple twisting action to start with. So we're just, again, I'm sorry, I left out one of the wrist exercises. Should we do that now? Yeah, we'll do that wrist exercise now. So if you have the arms at 45 degrees, and this time have the fingers closed. So we're just going to tilt the hands towards us with fingers closed and then tilt them away and spread the fingers. So we're tilting them in and tilting them away. So strong, make it as strong as you can for your wrists and for your fingers. So we're trying to keep that full range of movement. Okay. And tilting away and coming back. Right, simple twist action. So again, the arms are at 45 degrees. We're just going to, I'm just starting in slow motion. So it's a nice twist. Take the gaze with you. Don't let yourself be stuck. And so there's a twist here up through the torso. There's this push through, this wrapping round with the top arm, so it guides you round in this arc. Think of the back elbow, maybe that goes a bit higher to support the action. Just enjoy it. It's working. You can feel it in your toes. You can see your legs pumping away there, so everything is on the go. Lovely action. Right. Okay, slow it down. Back to the center. Grab your resistance band, whatever it is, leggings, tights, resistance band, even if you happen to have one, and then take that behind your knees. Have the knees together, have the feet together, and wrap the ends over. Get hold of the band, so the knees are trapped, as it were, and then wriggle the feet apart. So keeping hold of the band, and as you breathe in, draw the knees apart, feel the work in the inner thighs. As you breathe out, coming back. So again, as you breathe in, try not to rip your leggings. Breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, knees stay together, wriggle the feet a little bit further apart, just to change the challenge slightly. As you breathe in, feel the work higher in the inner thigh. As you breathe out, come back, breathing in, stretch, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, just release. We'll use the resistance band again in a minute. We're just going to turn sideways on the chair. So you have one sit bone front middle of chair, hold the back of the chair, leave the knee here if you want, or take that knee down towards the floor, looking this way now. As you breathe in, whoops, got my foot stuck. As you breathe in, arm comes up, breathing out to the side. We're breathing in, and breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. Stay as you are sat. Arms different. It comes way out to the side, over the top, lean towards the chair, reach back up, stay tall in the body, and drop the arm. So we're breathing in, and breathing out. One more time as you breathe in, and as you breathe out. Bring the leg up, be careful, be safe here. Now we're switching around to the other side. And so, one sit bone, front middle of chair, hold the back of the chair, knees stay the same, or the knee goes down towards the floor, looking this way now. As you breathe in, arms coming up. As you breathe out to the side. As you breathe in. As you breathe out. And breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, arm sweeps out over the top. Lean towards the chair. Arm comes, stay tall. Arm comes back to the side of the body. So as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. As you breathe in. As you breathe out. Okay, arm to the side. We're just coming back to the middle of the chair, sitting deep into the chair. We're reaching for our resistance or stretchy thing again. And so we're just going to take it round the sole of the foot. We're going to bring it to that horizontal position. And then we're going to draw the leg in, knee up, ankle towards the front of the chair. We're going to push again, push through the heel, just pausing to get length, coming back. This time, once you've got the length, maybe a little lift of that straighten leg. And one last time, the length, the lift, and then release. Moving to the other side, and so. Sitting deep into the chair to get good support for your thigh, drawing it in, up, knee up, ankle towards chair. Find the length, pausing, coming back in. This time, once you've got the length, maybe a little elevation there. And one last time. And then release. Just putting the band to one side. So one more exercise to do. So if you like to Just bring the arms to the side of the body. So we're just going to breathe in, keep the arms wide like this, and as you breathe out, simply back to the side of the body. So as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, as you breathe in, as you breathe out. Okay, we're just going to relax at the end here. Make sure you're comfortable in the chair. Lift each foot in turn. Make sure the foot lands below the knee, or ankle below knee, more like perhaps. So we know that the legs are comfortable. Lift the hands to make sure the shoulders are dropped, that they're comfortable as well. And if you're feeling safe, then you just close your eyes, and I'll just talk you through a little breathing exercise just for the final relaxation. So just to have the hands on the knees, we're just going to work like a progression across the fingers with the breath. So as you breathe in, little finger, left hand, squeeze the knee or the thigh. Breathing out, release the little finger. As you breathe in, ring finger, left hand, squeeze. As you breathe out, release, just a soft squeeze. As you breathe in, middle finger, left hand, and release. As you breathe in, index finger, left hand. As you breathe out, release. And breathing in the thumb, left thumb. Breathing out. And breathing in the thumb of the right hand. And breathing out. Breathing in, index finger squeezes gently. Breathing out. Breathing in, middle finger. Breathing out. Breathing in, ring finger right hand. And breathing out. And breathing in, little finger right hand. And breathing out. So just one more time. We'll work our way across. It's like you're reading words on a page. So I'll just say the finger. So left little, ring, left, left middle, pigeons fluttering in the background here, index, left index, left thumb, right thumb, right index, right middle, right ring, and right little finger, and release. And then if you just slowly open your eyes and bring your hands to your heart center. It's practically going dark here. What time is it now? It's after 8 o'clock here. I hope you can still see me, and thank you for joining me. I'll try and use a bit more daylight next time. So, where are we? Yeah, breathing in. Thank you for joining me. Namaste, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.